Alright folks, got back from visiting some family, and we're gonna do a part 5. It's a little cool down here. This is the basement, laundry room, computer, but it's finished, it's carpeted and everything, but we don't leave the temperature up high. Alright, so I'm gonna do a part 5 because there was something I noticed in the last one. I brain farted and forgot and said never mind that. Well, I remember what it was now. The 9.5s just got a little stiff to play, but they were more stable. Alright, yeah, I love the tone of this guitar. So, alright, we're staying on the B, but I'm going to go into telling you how this applies to every key. Again, you know, so, the one I brain farted on was on the 3-1. And use alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up. I don't know if this shows my right hand. I'm way over exaggerating it. You want a minimal movement, but you know, to get to emphasize doing the alternate. And again, I tend to, when I want to play something a little faster, I do hammer on pull off because I have a lazy right hand. So I'll go. So that's another thing you can do. Some of this will feel uncomfortable if you haven't used your baby finger much, but do it anyways. What'll happen is this is practice to develop to go a little beyond maybe things that you already do. You already can do what you can do. So anytime you start doing something new, you know, it feels a little uncomfortable, especially if you haven't, you know, baby finger. Look at how much it's used. Over here in this position, it's 5 strings. And this one's kind of comfortable because you're only using it 3 times. And these fingers are stronger as should be. And then, but this one's all 6. All right, so what I started doing once, you know, when I got the blocks down is when I used to play gigs, whatever key now because I'm gonna play it in some other keys. I would take, say that one for example, and I would go. I would warm up by going up and down that, then I would do the what? And it got to the point where I used to do a quick warm up and I'd only do half the strings, you know, like. I gotta think, because I'm not used to playing in B minor. You know, and then there's another thing I wanted to add to that. So the hammer and pull up, triples, you know. What? Wow. But I'd also do, to get the, used to being able to travel on single strings, anything that's in B major. We're doing B minor, I mean, right now. So there is an E note in B minor, so I do. There's obviously a B. Now I'm hacking because I haven't been playing. Well. I do all these, that's what I call milking a key. I would just do that, and some days I would do it in F. I've done it in every key there is, I can do them in any key. But in the A and the E are some of the easiest because all the strings, I think, are open in those keys. So on the G, then you got to go. And there's a D in the key, the B minor pentatonic, so you can start with the open D. There's an A, so you can go. You can do anything you want. You can use that open string to a chord. You can have play to a background thing. It just helps you, create, you make yourself able to do these things, whatever you work on, obviously, right? So. Same thing here. All the B minor now. Again, these are just there's hundreds of things you can do just with one pentatonic in one key. You find all the things that are available. Like. You're not necessarily going to use them, but what you're doing is developing right and left hand coordination, and you could end up creating a song where you just come up with some little simple thing to open up into a song. Who knows what you'll come up with? You start hearing things when you do these things. Whatever. You can start doing, finding these slow grooves. You got this one? got tons of cool riffs that you could come up with that are slow. You know, you'll start hearing things. There's so much cool stuff you start running into by doing these things. So this is, you know, you're breaking free from just going. There's all kinds of stuff. So I'm just giving out little things I used to do. So that you can travel. Now, all these things help you. You get to know everything there is available going this way, and all kinds of things going available this way, in all kinds of different intervals. 5 count, 6 count, 3 count, 4 count. Open string stuff. I used to do this stuff, but I never cared. You know, it's not my thing. I just like the old school. So there you go, just another little thing. And the other thing is, like I said, pay attention when you learn these. What's the shape from the number 1? Now I can take that shape from there, the number 1 shape, and what's the number 2 and the number 3 shape, the 4, and I can go to the key of any key, F. And I can do that same thing in any key. If a band, you know, if somebody wanted me to step in with them, they don't have to tell me what, you know, I had that happen to me one time. Oh, it's in C, but I'm there. You don't have to tell me nothing. I already know what it is. I can use Mixolydian, I can use Dorian, I can use pentatonic, add a flat 5. I don't need to be told because I took the time to learn this stuff. I mean, obviously I don't know like John Vito or Mark Marquis. They know 6,784 chords. I don't know that stuff. But I'm not interested in that. I love to hear it. You know, my limit to jazz would be a major 7 chord. You know, I learned that one from Mark Marquis about 20 years ago. I took 2 lessons and I never did my homework, so because I used to run a chainsaw full time and I didn't put the time in. But it was called the 251, and it was like. Well, 20 years later, when I decided to pick the guitar up again and start spending time on it, I took that thing, I remembered those 3 chords, but I put a different strumming on it. So that's out of D major, which is B minor. You could use it in there. But I used diatonic when I played it. I created a song called Take One. And that would be all of the notes in B minor, which is also D major. You know, so now you start using you add the other 2 notes to the pentatonic of B minor. nother thing. So on the B minor there, you got, find all the shit that you can, and do the same thing. You want to move it to A? A's cool because you can use all the open strings. It's all the same. Doesn't matter what key you do it in. You got to learn all them blocks and then find all the things on single strings, 5 count, 4 count, 3 count, you know, all that. Here's A. So you'd start up, well, no, there's no B in that, so the B string, you'd have to start here. But you could use an open G. And what happens when you do this stuff, so also in A you got, and, you know, you could, what I found that helped me with by doing that is the ability to jump from high or low or anywhere in between effortlessly. You know? Yeah, so I can just decide what I want to hear, and there's no, you know, but that's from sitting and just doing. This is kind of like, you know, like a picture you want to plant this big garden and it's all trees and all this crap. Well, you got to cut all the trees down, you got to tear all that shit out of there, you got to rip the stumps out, you got to plow the ground. That's what these are to me. Learning the blocks would be the first step, you know. We're doing it, and now I move from A to B because my point being, you should be able to do it in any key at will. So you got to take one key, doesn't matter. People favor E or A, and if you don't do the others, then that's all you can play. Well, can you play something in A? I say, I don't give a shit what you play it in. Just play, and I'll come up with something. And that's what you want to come to in playing. That's what you want. You don't want to fear B flat or, oh, what about C minor? No, it's the same. To me, it's all the same. There is a couple keys, but C sharp minor, I don't typically play in, but I play E major, and it's the same. It's all the same blocks. So I do a lot of stuff with that, with the E major stuff. You know, that, whatever. So that E major is from C sharp minor, or it should be the other way around. So see how I'm playing that number 1 C sharp minor block? Think of it as E major. So again, with the B minor, your major it comes from is D. C sharp minor, its major is E. So all them shapes are the same. It's no matter what key you do this in, those block shapes are the same. Once you've learned the one from the number 1 block, what the shape is, the second one has a shape, third one has a shape, fourth one has a shape. That's that way no matter what key you go to. If I want to play in G, you know,